Friends, how are you? Hope you all are busy in your preparation for your half-yearly examination. Yes, you are doing good job. Students, in this video, I am explaining some programs and I have given some theoretical part also. So you will prepare that program which I have given in this video and my previous video and that theoretical part also. Let's start. Number 1. Write a program to input a number, check and display whether it is a neon number or not. First I will explain what is neon number. A neon number is that number if sum of digits of the square of the number is equal to the number itself. That is known as the neon number. Suppose we are entering 9. First we will find the square of this number. 9 multiply 9 equal to 81. Then we will add this digit. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. So this number is known as neon number. To check neon number, this is the message. Import Java public class neon. We will take public static void main string args. Everybody knows about this. Scanner in all program these lines are same. Now in this program we will take int n for entering the number, d for the reminder of the number. Reminders means modulus of the number, and p is the square of the number, and sum digit of the sum of digits is known as the sum. Now first we will enter the number. System out println enter a number. Then we will write the next int. Next int int. This is double I, no, only single I we will write here. This is the data type, integer data type. Now we will find the product. Product means we will find the sum, n multiply n. We will find the square root, n multiply n. Then in each and every program we are using the do while loop. First do, then curly bracket start. Now d is equal to p, that number which we will find after the square of the number, p modulus 10. When modulus came, sum plus d, then p is equal to p divided by 10. Now curly bracket close, do while. This is the conditions. Then while. In while p is not equal to 0, means the square of the number is not equal to 0. Then if sum equal n, means 8 plus 9 equal n, which number we are entering, n. System out println neon number, otherwise not a neon number. If it is not equal, sum is not equal to n, then message will print not a neon number. If sum equal n, means sum of the digit and entering the number is same, then message will come neon number. Now second program. This program we have done earlier, but now we are doing revision, so that this is your revision program. Next program is this, the electricity board charges for their consumers. This is the electricity board up to 100 unit electricity board charges 5.50 per unit. Next 200 units means 100, after that 200 unit, that will charges 6.50 per unit. Then next 300, 7.50 per unit. More than 600 units, rupees 8.50 units. Now write a program to input. First we will enter the customer name, consumer's name, then consumer's number and the units consumed, which unit, how much unit he has consumed. The program display the following information after calculating the amount. This type of money receipt will come. First, to calculate the electricity bill. This is the message, because we are finding the electricity bill. So that we will write to calculate the electricity bill. Import Java, these lines are same, only class name are different. Electricity bill, this line same. Scanner in is equal to new scanner. Now interchange. In this we will enter n. N means number, consumer's number. U means unit consumed. String name, this is the consumer's name. And double amount, the amount will come double because we are finding the, we are using the decimal signs here, so that amount will come in double data type. So that amount we don't know, so we will write amount is equal to 0. Now system out println. First we will enter the consumer's name, then data type. Name data type, because this is a string, so that next, this not I, next line system out a consumer's number, then next int, because this is the integer form which we have declared in there. So that now enter consumer and enter units consumed. U is equal to in dot next int. Both are integer form, so that data will be integer, and this is the string form, so that data will be string form. Now we will write the condition. Curly bracket start. If unit is less than and equal to 100, so amount will be U unit multiply 5.50 rupees. If unit is greater than 100, means this 100 greater than, and unit is less than and equal to 300, because next 200 unit are price is this, so that amount, first we will write the 100 unit amount, 100 multiply 5.50, which we have done here, plus then unit minus 100, because 100 unit we have written here, so that we will minus that 100 unit from the unit consumed. U minus 100 multiply by 6.50. Now next condition, if unit is greater than 300 and unit is less than and equal to 600, then this is the amount. First we will write 100 unit amount, 100 multiply 5.50 plus, then we will write 200 unit amount, 200 multiply 6.50, because we have writing here this is 100 unit and this is the 200 unit, because 100 we have minus from 300, so that 200 left. 200 multiply 6.50. Now unit consumed, this is the 200 and this is the 100 unit amount, so that we will minus 300 unit from the consumed unit. Then after subtract 300 from that unit, then we will multiply that unit 7.50. This is the amount of less than 600 unit but greater than 300 units. If unit is greater than 600, then this is 100 units amount, this is another 200 units amount, and this is 300 unit amount, which we have explained here. Now these are the 600 unit amount, so that we will write this after 600 U minus 600 unit, then we will multiply that remaining unit by the 8.50 rupees. Then this is the amount of greater than 600. Now system out println. Money receipt, this type of form we will write. Message we will write in double quotes. I told you earlier, system out println. This is the consumer's name, and consumer's name we have declared plus name, so that name will be printed here. Now consumer's number is equal to plus n, units consumed plus U, amount to be paid plus AMT, which we have declared in earlier. 2 times this bracket we have closed here, but 2 times we have opened bracket here, so that we will close 2 times bracket here. Hope you understood this program. This type of program will also come in your exam. This is the revision program. You will practice this type program. Now next is, this is the switch case program. Using the switch statement, write a menu driven program to calculate the maturity amount of a bank deposit. To user is given the following option. This is the first option and this is the second option. Menu driven, 4 option. First, accept. In first option, what we will want, accept principal P, rate of interest R, and time period in year N. Calculate and output the maturity amount A using the formula. Formula is this. Formula is also written here. A is equal to P multiply 1 plus R divided by 100 power N. 4 option, second, recurring deposit. Accept monthly installment. Here we have accept principal, but in second recurring deposit, accept monthly installment P, rate of interest R, and time period in month, not in year. Here in first we have taken time in year, but in second recurring deposit we will taking time in months. Now calculate and output the maturity amount using the formula. Formulas are given in the questions. For an incorrect option, if both first and second are not here, then we will write for an incorrect option, an appropriate error message should be displayed. First we will write the message, a program to calculate term deposit or recurring deposit. Import Java, you know, public static deposit, curly bracket public static void main string args, curly bracket star scanner in is equal to new scanner system.in. You everybody is know about this. Int n is because n is in years, so that, and years and month are in integer form, so that we will take time in n, and ch is choice because two choice are there, 1 and 2, so that this is also in integer form. Double p we will take in double, r we will take rate is also double, and amount also we will take in double because it will be divided. So that now first we will enter in each and every program of switch case. First we will write system out println menu list, then system out println first term deposit, system out println 2 recurring deposit. We can write in one line also like this, system out println enter 1 for term deposit, enter 2 for recurring deposit. We can use one line also, and we can use different lines also. Now next is system out printer, enter your choice. First you will enter your choice, then you will declare the data type of your choice. Ch is equal to in dot next int. Now in each and every program, first we will make the menu of that program. There are two cases, so that we will take only two cases. For enter we can write like this, enter 1 for term deposit, 2 for recurring deposit, and we can write this type of also. Now next is switch. In each and every program, after entering the choice, then we will write switch ch, because we have taken ch here, so that we will type ch. If we are taking n, then we will write n here. Curly bracket. Now first case 1, system out println. First in case 1, enter principal, rate and time. P we have taken in double, r we also taken in double data type, but n we have taken in integer data type. So that first we will enter, then we will write the data type of these three. Now we will write the formula. A is equal to P multiply. This is the P multiply, then this is the par. So that we will use the function math par function is here. So that we will write like this. A is equal to P multiply maths par, curly bracket, then bracket 1 plus r upon 100, bracket close, keep 1 plus r upon 100 par n, then bracket close. This is the terminator. System out println. Now amount under term deposit is equal to rupees plus a, which after calculating this, then amount will be displayed here. Then break. In each and every case, when it will finish, then we will write break, then case 2. System out println. Here enter principal, rate and time. Also P is also in double, R is also in double, N is also in integer form. Then we will write the formula. A is equal to P multiply N plus P, N multiply N plus 1, then divided by 2 plus 0, multiply R upon 100, multiply 1.0, divide. It will, why we are dividing this 12? Because these are in month, but we will change this month into year, so that when we are changing month into year, then we will divide that month into month divided by 12, because in 1 year 12 months are there, so that we will divide it by 12. System out println under recurring deposit is equal to plus a, which a will come here, that will be the answer. Now break. Only two cases are here, then we will add case 1, case 2. Now break. After this default, then system out println invalid choice, because only two cases are here. If we will enter 3, then it will be break the program, and by default it will write invalid choice. Now next program. Write a class with the name employee and basic as its data member. In this program we will find the gross pay of an employee. Here dearness allowances means DA, 25% of basic pay, house rent allowances HRA, 15% of basic pay, provident fund 8.33% of basic pay, net pay, all formulas are written here. We will use this formula in the program. Same, first we will write the message, then class name, public static, scanner in. Now in this, first we want int basic, so that we will write basic. String employee name, so that we will write EMPN. This is the employee name. Double, because they are divided by 100, so that we will take in double. DA, dearness allowances, HRA, house rent allowances, PF, provident fund, GP, gross pay, NP, net pay. Gross pay we don't know, so that it is 0, and pay we don't know, so that it is 0, because we will find both these. Now first we will enter the name and basic pay of an employee. Employee name is in string form, so that we will write the data type string. Basic pay in integer form, so that we will write in int form. Now we will write the formula DA. We have taken dearness allowances is DA. DA basic multiply 25.0 divided by 100. Why we are writing 0.0, because the data type is double, so that we will write 0.0 here. HRA basic multiply 15.0 divided by 100.0. PF. In each and every formula we will write that terminator also. PF, this is the basic pay 8.33, so that basic pay 8.33. Now net pay, basic pay, basic plus DA plus HRA. We will write here basic plus DA plus HRA. Now GP, gross pay. GP, in place of gross pay we have taken GP. GP is equal to NP minus provident, we have taken PF. NP minus PF. Now this bracket will close here. System out printer, name of the employee plus EMPN, basic pay plus basic, net pay plus NP, and gross pay plus GP. This is the output. Suppose we have taken Rakesh, this is his salary is 50,000, net pay, then after calculation this, the net pay will be, suppose net pay is 74165, HRA 75%, DA this, and PF is this. First we will plus this, then minus that 4165. Now this is another question. This is the discount question. Suppose a cloth showroom has announced the following festival discount. Total cost, if cost is less than or up to 200, it will, the shopkeeper give 5% discount and wall clock as sure gift. Then if total cost is 201 to 5,000, 2001 to 5,000, then discount will be 10% and assured gift school bag. Then pay is his, discount will be 15%, electric iron, more than 10,000, 20%, and wristwatch. Write a program to input the total cost of item, discount, amount to be paid after veiling, discount, and the assured gift. This type of question you will do. This is the question number 1. And write a program. This is the switch case program. This is also a switch case program. You will do this program. And this is a program to print. We have done neon number program. Now you will do perfect number and Nevine number program. You will do these 5 programs. I will give some definitions also you will do, and you will prepare that definitions for your exam also. This is your revisions. Hope you all understood. If you have any problem in any program, you will ask me through mail, and in my next video I will explain that program. Thank you.